Welcome back to the Hermitcraft FTB server. It's been a lot longer than I've wanted it to be. Torch down here so I can see. A few more, in fact, would be a good idea. If I recall correctly, there's a creeper on the other side of the mountain there, but it's on the other side of a lava flow, so I'm not going to worry about it. Instead, I'm going to dig in here a little bit. And set up a little room here where I can put down my generator and get my jetpacks charged. Because this one is almost dead. This one is dead. That one's new, but still. Alright, get that charged up, and while that's charging, put a few more torches out here. To discourage a little bit of unwanted visitors and such. I mean, that lava flow will stop anybody from coming over from the other side. Mobs, anyway. But I don't want surprise guests. Basically what has happened is that I have recently had a lot of very severe lag issues. Things that have, situations that have caused me to be unable to actually get on here and record. Because, well, we're talking about lag bad enough that it involves a 5,000 millisecond ping. I'm out of torches and I don't have the wherewithal to make any more. Well, not quite true. I could always build a furnace and burn up some logs to make charcoal. And we have a neighbor. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, well, the neighbor is denied. Okay, I have workbenches, work tables, whatever they are. Let's go ahead and whip up a furnace. And throw some blaze rods in there, burn up some logs, not all of them. Yeah, I believe they'll take the one blaze rod will do 12 of them. We'll find out. Alright, that is charged. Let's charge this one. And I know I didn't use much out of that one, but I want to switch it out and see to it gets recharged anyway. And yes, we do have a neighbor. And you're dead. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, with a 5,000 millisecond pong, whatever, 5,000 millisecond delay in the reaction between me trying to do something and it actually happening, it has been really less than ideal, to put it mildly, in terms of being able to get anything done and so on. But things seem to be somewhat resolved right now because I seem to have discovered a time of day for recording, early in the mornings mostly, where I can actually expect to get reasonable ping times, reasonable net performance, and so on. And so we're back at it. And if you recall, we were looking for silverwood trees, specifically to come up with saplings. Now, I did come up with 1 sapling and 47 silverwood logs and a whole bunch of greatwood logs. And that's good as far as it goes, but need a lot more. And as you'll notice, I am 11,800 blocks out on the x-axis in my great quest to find silverwood logs. And what I'm going to be doing as soon as everything is all charged up and ready to go, let's see, 49 torches ought to be enough for right now. Charge jetpack. Alright. That's probably a waste, but I don't care. I'll live. I've got plenty of blaze rods. Alright. That's charged up. Let's go ahead and break the generator. Make sure I picked it up. And now I'm going to just kind of hang out until day, because I didn't think to bring beds or anything to make them with here along with me. So I'm just going to hang out until dawn, and then when the sun rises, we'll break out of here and head on out to see how long it takes to find a continent headed to the east. I mean, good gravy, this ocean is amazing. I've never even heard of an ocean this big in Minecraft before. So we'll go on an exploratory trip, a quest if you will, to find the continent on the eastern side of the ocean, and more silverwood trees and saplings and so on and so forth. And who knows what else we might find. I'll be back in a bit. All right, we have daylight again, and so let's go ahead and drop the boat and proceed. And no, I don't want the zombie turds. And now we're proceeding once again to the east, as fast as our little boat can take us. And yes, I did take time and pick up the furnace as well. It's handy, so we might as well carry it. I've got room. Now I'm going to do as before, proceeding to the east as fast as I can, looking at the map every now and then for signs of continent, unlike the islands that are showing on there now, and our goal of silverwood trees and saplings. And I'll be back when I either find something or when it turns dawn again. And so, as the sun rises again amidst a rainstorm, you'll note that I am now over 18,000 blocks from spawn, which means that I have now been on this ocean for no less than 16,000 blocks. This is without doubt the all-time record breaker in terms of the size of the Minecraft ocean. And still, all I see is occasional islands with 1 or 2 trees, if they have any at all. So there's something down that way. Yeah, look at that. This is the kind of thing I've been finding. Little derpy things. There's 1 tree on all of that right there. Okay, it looks like there's enough stuff there to bear taking a closer look. But I somehow doubt that it's going to be big enough to qualify as a continent. There's a volcano there. I saw that much of the map. An island with a volcano and 1 tree. There's the whole thing right there. So, we will pull ahead and head back to the east once again, and I will continue. And because of how really uneventful this is being so far, and because of the rain, I'm not going to make you all watch this. I'm not going to make you all watch this. I'm just going to cut away, and I will check back in as before when I find something significant or when it turns sunrise again. I'll be back. Well, here I am now at about 21,475 blocks out from spawn, and I've come upon something strange. A line of green something here in the ocean. Actually, it appears to be land, but the strangest land generation I've ever seen. Am I going to get my boat back? Yes. I have never seen land generation like this. It's like a maze or some kind of a giant crossword puzzle. It's really strange. Has anyone ever seen land generate like this, with straight borders? Well, this way a ways, see if there's anything here. Just more of the same. And you'll notice the western border of it is absolutely straight. Okay, it's jagged, but it stops with an absoluteness right at this point. No part of it goes any further west. It's the strangest generation I have ever seen in Minecraft. Totally and completely really weird. So I'm pretty much going to continue as before. I'm going to continue heading to the east and see what I find, if anything, in this really weird land. Or have I suddenly come to the... I've come to the eastern edge of it. It's like a strip of puzzle. A strip of weird. And the eastern edge, maybe a little bit less solidly defined as the western, but still really odd. And just for grins, I'm going to hang around here until daylight, just so that I can get a better look at the whole thing from a distance. The beehive over there, and it looks like, no, that's that oil spout. But in the daytime, it'll show up better on the map. So I'm going to hang around until daytime and have a better look before I proceed onward. And as the sun rises, the terrain here looks just as odd as it did before. A straight band of terrain generated in the middle of the ocean. The only significant things is an oil spout over here and a volcano. And over here, one of these small, very small, less than a chunk islands. But from what I can see of the map display, this the straight band of terrain. Okay, we've got like what? Looks like a 3.5 chunk island out here with one tree. It's probably the most significant island I've found so far. A little bit more island over there. And the strangest terrain I have ever seen. Because looking at this, head down here a little bit, you'll notice that these dirt columns go straight down all the way to the bottom, maintaining their Tetris-like or what is it, crossword-like configuration. Really, really odd terrain generation. If anybody has ever seen terrain generation like this in Minecraft, I would love to hear about it, because it is clearly something extremely unusual. Now, however, having examined our little one-day wonder, time once again, get back in the boat and head east, still looking for the elusive continent that must eventually exist out here somewhere. And I'll, as usual, check in when I find something or when it's dawn again. And here we are, the sun rising yet again, and still nothing but ocean and small 2- and 3-chunk islands, and the occasional volcano. And there has also been enough oil spouts to satisfy the wildest dreams of avarice of any Texas oil man. But other than that, there's been nothing. And there continues to be nothing. Staggering, amazing amounts of nothing but ocean. And now 28,000 blocks from spawn, I've been sailing this ocean for 26,000 blocks. And there is still no end in sight. This is clearly the record-breaking ocean of Minecraft. An ocean this size should not be possible. That's simply all I've got to say about that. An ocean this big should not be possible. Anyway, since we are faced with yet more and more staggering amounts of nothing, I will continue to press on and check in either when I find something or when the sun rises again. The only significant thing that's happened, by the way, is that a couple of times when approaching a one-chunk island, I managed to hit a squid and break my boat. Other than that, it's been completely uneventful. And so I continue my quest for silverwood, which has become a quest for a continent. I'll check in at dawn, or when I find something. Methinks probably dawn. As the sun rises on yet another day, I am faced with the single largest chunk of land I have seen in over 30,000 blocks. And so now I'm going to head on in a little bit closer here. Let's see, that jetpack is pretty much shot. Let's put a fresh one on. And I'm going to park the boat here by the shore and fly around for a look-see. All right. This looks like, what kind of biome is this? Glacier. All right. Let's have a look, see what this glacier has to offer. Is there anything else here except glacier? It doesn't look like it yet. Or is this just yet another island, only really, really big? A glacier with some kind of a bowl-type lake here. There's more off this way. This is really interesting, but not very useful for my quest. It's a gigantic island. It's an island. It's a big one. Probably the biggest one I've seen yet, but it is still just an island. All right, let's head down here to the south and see how far it extends this way. Taking care to keep an eye on the jetpack power levels. I'm an awfully long way from spawn. Almost 33,000 blocks. And it would probably take me 3 days in real time to get back out here. Well, how's this for an interesting island? Very tall, cone-shaped, with glacier on top of it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. There's nothing else here. And that means it's time to fly back to the boat. I'm going to go ahead and grab the boat and then fly to the eastern side of this thing and head back. Keep going. Head onwards. Because obviously there isn't going to be silverwood here. It's a unique place. It's a cool formation, but in the end, it's nothing more than another island. It's huge, but it's still just an island. So, I will proceed to the east, get onto the eastern side of this thing, and actually, I think instead of continuing immediately, I will park. I will get out the generator, recharge the jetpacks, and I'm going to log out and call it a day for right now, because I've been at this, well, let's see, for an hour and a half real time. Granted, you haven't seen that much actual stuff going on. But there's been quite a bit. And I'm ready for a break. And there's enough material here to at least edit together an episode. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. All right. Pop down the generator. Put the flat jetpack in there and get that charging. And we'll catch you in the next episode, where we will continue eastwards and see just how big this insanely huge ocean really is. An ocean that I have been sailing now for at least 31,000 blocks. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.